Welcome to Cloud Interview Questions, an initiative by Cloudworthy. So far we have seen all the basic definitions, right? Basic type of service models, basic deployment models, the basic characteristics, right? So now we have covered all the conceptual part of cloud computing, and going forward we'll be seeing more of a practical services, like why do we use a particular service, or what are the advantages, or for a particular business problem what would be the solution, right? Before we go into that, we need to understand who are the big players in cloud computing, right? When we convince a stakeholder, or when we convince a client to take up cloud computing, we should give them multiple options, right? We need to list down their advantages and their disadvantages, and right. So far we need to understand who are the big cloud players are. The three important cloud players that are currently ruling the market are: the first one is Amazon Web Services, which is AWS, right? So they were the first one to launch in the market, and everyone started moving into it, and they are ever since then they are like leading. They are like the number one in the cloud computing industry as of now. And second one is Azure. Azure is a product from Microsoft. Yes, the same desktop, office products company. So they were like missing a lot of technological breakthroughs, but they correctly get into this cloud computing world. And with cloud computing, again, they have started like earning a lot of revenue back. And the biggest advantage of Microsoft is like they already have an established premises, right? So they already have a customer base like across the world. They already have data centers. They have all this infrastructure. They just adopted this cloud computing solution and they just deployed it, right? So which is very important. But if you take AWS, they have to like start from scratch. They didn't have these kind of technological infrastructure already available. But with Azure, it is always there. So they already have their customer base. They already have their office locations. They just have to adopt this technology and implement it. And Azure is kind of rapidly picking up the pace, and they are like closely competing with AWS in all the cloud areas actually. And the last one is Google Cloud Platform. So if you want to have a revolutionary idea, so Google actually have a community of developers, right? So where they build a lot of open source, they support and encourage a lot of open source ideas also. And from there we will again like based on the usability, based on its advantages, they will actually uh, compress, or they will make they will integrate it with their cloud platform, and they provide to the customers. So if you're looking for something more advanced or more sophisticated, you can always go for Google Cloud Platform, right? So these are the three big cloud players. Other clouds are like we have cloud with IBM, we have Oracle Cloud, we have Alibaba, right? So there are other cloud players also, but the major ones are AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. All right. Thanks a lot and see you tomorrow.